Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Welcome back, my friends, and before we get back to the GNAR 8v1 situation that I teased there, I wanted to take a moment to go over some of the builds and some of the champs that I am looking at for when we finally get hyperroll. Because some of these champs just feel a little bit overtuned. They could be nerfed prior to when they appear, but it's best to keep an eye on them. Rapid Fire Jinx feels like a no-brainer. It works really well in norms to get you into the top 4 pretty easily. Combine that with Punk and she will be gaining attack speed and damage throughout the entire match. Punk's innate ability is that it gives you additional attack damage and attack speed on your first reroll every round, so I expect that to really help in hyperroll. Getting a 3-star Jinx should be easy. You just want to add some attack speed and damage onto her, and she will clean house, and you're gonna reliably make it into the top 4. At least that's what it looks like so far. Another build I'm keeping my eye on is Disco Dazzler. Bard can become incredibly strong, and while Lux early game is essentially useless, as you get to late game, she can single-handedly take out a backline and end up carrying you pretty solidly into the top 4. Emo Spellweavers with Annie carrying as the headliner start strong and often stay strong throughout the entire match. You just want something like a blue buff. I like Nashter's Tooth on Annie and then a Rabadon's Death Cap, and she will lead the damage charts all the way to victory. True damage Yasuo with Edgelord is going to be incredibly strong. Yasuo as your headliner is key. That will give him Omnivamp, but also his Bling ability with true damage gives him Execute at 15%, so he is going to take out a majority of the opposing team. Even though he's squishy and will go down, the backup on true damage is pretty good and should lead you to victory more often than not. There are a couple of champs I want to highlight that I have found if you see them as headliners, dump whatever you're doing and rebuild around them if you can. Urgot is one of them. He is just incredibly strong and will pretty much carry your team into the top 4 if you can get him up to 3 stars, get a Titan's Resolve, some additional damage, and he'll do the rest. Another one to keep an eye out for is Riven. She's incredibly overtuned right now. She needs a Bloodthirster Titan's Resolve, preferably Quicksilver, but she will tear a team apart, keep herself shielded, and carry you into the top 4, usually on a pretty strong win streak. But that brings us back to our little Yordle friend and the predicament we left him in, about to get into an 8v1. If you can get headliner Superfan GNAR, put together Superfan, KDA, get a Titan's Resolve, a Bloodthirster. The third item is part of the trait, but you will be shocked at how well this champion can hold up, even in an 8v1 scenario against a really well-stacked, tanky, and damage-filled team. He doesn't quit, he doesn't die, he just wins. And one more time, just because it was so much fun to watch when it happened, and I didn't expect it to be this strong, GNAR, on his own, at a time when I'm sure he's going to lose because he's against 2 legendary champs, just says, nope, and I'm just gonna finish it off. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have an absolutely awesome day.